showtime.
That was Joseph. Good morning, everyone. 41 degrees. Feels like a heat wave compared to yesterday. I'll tell you more on the weather in just a moment. But, all right, Jamie, what's up?
I'm just getting ready for some football. Good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. This is Athens in the AM, and it's about to take part coming up on Saturday. We'll talk all about that in just a moment. But before I get cranking on everything else this morning, let's just go ahead and get the weather started and get it over with.
Oh, he's afraid he's going to forget. 41 degrees out there. Feels quite nice. We do have rain in the forecast today, though. 40% chance of those showers. But they're not going to be all over the place. So some of us will see some rain, some will not. Mostly up Highway 72 anyway. High temperatures today, 53. Tomorrow, still rain with us, 64. It just gets warmer and warmer. 68 for your high on Saturday. And then Sunday, plenty of sunshine, beautiful. Full sunshine, actually, 67 for your high. There it is right there. SaveWithGloria.com if you're looking for a mortgage, need to refinance, or pre-qualify. And you can get you started with Hometown Lenders.
All right, let's get this party started. I want to get that out of the way because a lot of times when I get excited, Dusty, I sometimes forget to do weather. Bill Tribble joins us this morning, principal at Elmont High School.
Yeah, absolutely.
Elmont.
Very nice to be here.
Graduate
Glad to
at
have
East
you here.
Limestone. Surely this ain't the first time you've been up here.
No, I've been here before. I was a baseball coach at East Limestone, and a number of times I think we made it to the Final Four a couple times, and
Good.
I was up here for those teams. So
Top
pleasure
that,
being
Dusty.
back.
Dusty up here.
Dusty's a regular.
Little fine bomb on the end. How's that book coming?
Well, I got the table of contents and the cover page done.
Craig is also down at West Limestone. He was a track coach down there. Over on the curtain set this morning, in case somebody's got any problem, we got Jason Pendergrass here to take care of it. And Joseph, what was that smart remark you made a while ago about me?
Well, you was telling about somebody around town, and you said, you know, he lived out there in front of the school, and he used to carve, and we're like, no, we don't remember that. We're not as old as you.
It was from the 70s.
Not car,
Who would
horse and
remember that?
buggy.
Okay.
I got you.
Zack's fired up too. But hey, Joseph, you're going to talk about something y'all got coming up at school here in just a moment.
We are.
We'll talk about that in a little bit. I'm sure we got something going on at Lindsay Lane Baptist Church.
Always.
Always.
We're going to talk some football in a little bit. Speaking of Lindsay Lane Baptist Church, Joseph, you'll appreciate this story here.
Right.
Gloria, Sheila, and Joan go up somewhere up near Franklin the other day, Tuesday.
We
So
went
I've got the
shopping.
Mustang. We got this prize vehicle that Joseph pressured us into buying at Midwood. 2015 Mustang, there it is right there, Mustang GT, loaded. Just topped 4,000 miles.
Just 4,000.
How many miles have you put on it?
I drove it to Madison one day back.
Okay.
That's the
That was when we
farthest
first
he's
bought
been in
it.
it.
So
Why y'all sell it?
So I slide down in there. I've got to go to rehab in that thing. I got to drop something off at the church. This is part of my story. Off wheel out, you know. It's about this high off the ground, you know, with a brace on my leg, so I can barely get it out of it. I'm a big dog, and I go in church, talk to Kim and everybody. Well, I left it running right in front of the church. You know, and it's got one of them, one of them key things. He like that, huh?
You had to ask him how to start it before he left.
I walk out, this guy's coming out here. He says, man, Jamie, that's a good-looking sports car. I said, thank you. I get in there.
About that time.
I get in that thing, Joseph, and I start trying to figure out how to let the steering wheel down. The wipers come on and just start going back and forth. It's going back and forth like this right here. I can't figure out how to cut them off, lights and flashing, everything going off like this right here. Here I am parked in front of the church. That guy, nice sports car.
Yeah.
Then as I pull out, you know, the front end's like from here to Greg over so long. I bumped the curb at Lindsay Lane, and I thought I'd flatten the tire.
You are banned from driving it. Oh, it gets worse.
So then, what do you mean it gets worse?
Oh, you forgot one part. So he goes to rehab and he parks. He gets
Oh, yeah,
out.
I forgot about that. I go to rehab and park and brag about it. They say, hey, you wait. I said, yeah, that's Gloria's car. Y'all, look at that. That's nice. I come out to get in it to leave. I didn't even put it in park. It's still in drive.
You don't need to drive it.
They wonder when going around the parking
You're
lot.
going to kill somebody.
You're a band.
I do not like driving that car.
You're not, don't worry about it.
That's just when you take a trip in it.
All right. We'll go around the block.
Let's
You
go
can
to
drive.
sports, right? That's my story, Zach. Why don't you get in that car, Zach? It's just your size.
Yeah, I need that. That'd look nice. I'd look nice driving that.
You
He's
would,
getting
Zach.
the smart car version. There you go. Welcome to ZTV 11 Sports, brought to you by KFC, the best fried chicken in Athens and Limestone County, and also by Applebee's Tailgate Talk, where I'm sure we'll be talking a little bit about the SEC Championship game coming up Saturday. Hey, this is just for David Turner. I don't know if you can see it, David. I brought my Steve Austin $6 Million Man.
He's already seen the video.
Yeah, so I brought that after Tuesday's show. We had a lot of comments
Hey, Joseph,
about that.
that's one of his tree ornaments. We talked about that. Christmas
That's
tree.
tree ornament. So
Dusty,
I brought that.
Zack likes to drink eggnog and dance around the Christmas tree.
No, I don't.
Garfield on him in his underwear.
No, I don't. That's wrong, Dusty. Wrong.
He wears elf ears
Thanks
when
for
he
that.
does it.
Hey, no. Hey, on a serious note, City Parks and Rec Chief, former Elkmont basketball player and Sports Hall of Fame member Ben Wiley died over the weekend at age 49 of apparently heart attack, and sad situation, and I know he'll be missed. And like I said, the mayor had some comments in the paper about it, and he was always a regular on our radio show, so he will be
worked hard
missed.
up
And
there.
prayers for his family right now. Alabama getting ready for the SEC championship game. It'll be 3 o'clock CBS. And like I said, the last few ball games, used to we were up such fast starts to it, didn't even play second half well. Lately, we've been struggling the first half and doing well in the second half. I hope we just do well the whole ball game this week.
Dusty, what color are we wearing Saturday?
White.
That's a good answer.
That's what I've heard.
Figure out why we wear. So we're
That's
not the
why they're
home
all wearing
team.
their white.
Right. I
Anybody
guess.
know the answer to that, Greg?
I think they swap
It'll be the
between the
winning
East
color.
and the West.
But
I think that swaps out every year, Jamie, so
Didn't we
I don't know
wear
whose
white
year
when
it
we beat them
is.
last year.
Hey, it don't matter whose home team, it's just the best team's going to win. So it
What's the
don't-
line this morning? 13.5.
yeah.
it's last
Still.
time. And they're saying a one-loss tide might not be automatic, which I think that's a wrong answer.
That's in USA Today this morning.
I think, like I said, Ohio State, I don't even really know why they're in the conversation because, like I said, they're a bad loss to Purdue and then all the other games that they should have lost, so I don't think they're going to beat it. Hey, and speaking of one of the teams that should have beat them, Maryland, Mike Loxley, apparently right after the SEC championship game, will be interviewing for the Maryland head coaching job, which he was former offensive coordinator and interim head coach there a few years ago, and he's got a lot of ties. We've got a lot of recruits thanks to Mike Loxley. So
You get your news exclusively right here, Bill,
Yeah.
on your Alabama network.
and one other coaching news, Jeff
These are
Brom.
regular Eli Gold.
Jeff Brom, who everybody thought was an automatic, go back to his alma mater, Louisville, is staying at Purdue. Apparently, they wouldn't pay him $5 million like he was wanting, so he decided, I'll just stay where I'm at, because they said, so if you don't go to his alma mater, he's waiting for something else bigger to come along later. So, but listen to this with Nick Saban. If Nick Saban wins the SEC championship game, he gets another $50,000. If he plays in a non-semifinal, gets $110. If he plays in the semifinal, gets $310. He plays in the title game, he gets $510,000. And if he wins the national title, he gets $710,000.
Well, that's the same way as based on principal salaries. too.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's state championship.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Don't the principals get bonus?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, $10 each level.
Dr. CS takes care of
Yeah.
him, so there you go. So.
Don't they bump you up like that?
Yeah, it's $10. I think we get $10 a win, maybe. I don't know.
There you go.
Hey, I wanted to, ironically, something here happened on the show Tuesday on a sad thing. Actually, I ought to bring it up, but we were getting ready to go off the shot, so we had a lot of, about 5 or 10 minutes extra time Tuesday. I said, usually we try to run a country rover or something we've got in the house. And I said, Dusty, just think. I said, why don't we just run something with Melvin and Mamie Duggar this morning? Let's just run, we got, everybody always asks, we got like 2 half hours we did on them. I did a country rover story. So Brad pulls it, we start running it. While it's running, as the show's ending, Gloria gets a message at Facebook. Melvin passed away Monday night. Unbeknownst to us, here we are running the video. Here's Melvin's obit. The funeral is tomorrow. Melvin, one of my best buddies there, but passed away, born in 1949 over in Elkmont, passed away. And the
Funeral's
funeral is
tomorrow
tomorrow
at
at Spry.
1 o'clock.
Visitation's at 1 o'clock. But Greg, what I wanted to make reference here was Melvin Duggar was to me like Tammy from Auburn was to Feinbaum.
Yeah,
Because those callers made Feinbaum what he is. It's just like the motorcycle man. He passed away last year. We went to his funeral over in Huntsville. I'm about to go. But those represent people in my life that helped make the Country Rover what it became today. So it's just, but the comparison there was like Tammy and like Ed passing away too this week.
But
So-
keep Mamie in your prayers. I mean, she has been with Melvin, She's
But
lost
just,
right
you're talking
now.
about down home country folks. When I got baptized in John Dee's the first time over at Willowbrook, they showed up. At Willowbrook Church in South Huntsville with like 2,000 members. They were there.
Yeah.
When I had an auction live remote at my house in Hampton Cove and tried to sell a picture of me for $75,000 during the yard sale at 5 in the morning,
Yeah.
they were
That really
there.
happened.
Oh, people walking. You know, Hampton Cove.
Did they vote?
There's a guy there's got a picture of himself for $75,000.
But I mean, Jamie, you go to Walmart anywhere, you see Melvin and Maine, that's what you thought about.
But I still got
She
it,
did
darn
sell it.
But they were just salt of the earth folks.
But you thought about seeing them on your show. Like I said, they were part of what
Part
you
of
did
us.
because nobody knew about them without you. And
I'll play a song that Melvin wrote years ago called Rags to Riches. And
Yeah, I
it's
love
actually
that
a
song.
good song. We'll
It's a
share it
great
in the second
song.
half hour and we'll have some more video. Anyway, we'll come back and play Bill's favorite game time show, Judge Jamie. Y'all hang on. Here it comes. This is the #1 song ever. Judge Jamie. Cooper car sponsored by Zeke. He'll be with us soon.
I've met Zeke, but he said he's never come.
One Love Hearing. He's got hearing aids, 6 locations all over North Alabama. He did stand out like a turd in the punch bowl with that Auburn shirt on.
He had
didn't he?
I'm sorry, Zeke, but that was the ugliest Auburn shirt. It was bright orange.
We'll show
It
that
was
picture
like-
of it next time, or maybe one day next week. All right, here. Bill, you remember how to play?
I
now,
think
what's
so.
your degree in?
It's well, I was a history teacher, so
All right.
So here
it's
you
a
go.
history.
That's what I like.
And then I went into administration, so I got an administration
Well,
degree.
administration don't count.
It doesn't.
Jason, you remember how to play?
Yes.
All right. Now, Brad Stovall may have sneaked in you some answers and stuff here. Now, I know you'll know. Here's a wrong answer, right answer. The first one has to do with an arrest the other day. The woman that had the meth pipe in the baby's dirty diaper.
Oh, come on.
5
Oh,
months
my
old.
goodness.
How old was the baby?
Oh.
5 months.
5 months is the right answer. And Stephen Young, who is the guy that does all the talking, he'll be singing too, by the way, at the Christmas lighting next Thursday. That
He's a
will be
great
there a week
singer.
from tonight
Oh, wow, I didn't know
as the
that.
parade kicks off. Said
sings
that's the
really
first time
good.
he's ever heard of anything like that.
That's bad.
That is bad.
When will the new Dave and Buster's open in Huntsville?
February.
March 2019.
Mid-City Huntsville Development, July 19. Dave and Buster. I've never been in one, but I see the commercial.
Y'all take me over for my birthday. We play some
Dave
games.
and Buster's.
Mid-City.
We will, Zach.
That's where Top Golf is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Play games and eat food.
All right, we're taking Zach for his birthday. It'll be
There we
like
go.
Chuck E. Cheese for adults.
Yes.
Zach, bring your teeth.
Do they have kids
Get us
clubs?
the tokens.
Sorry, Zach.
That's all right. I get it all.
All right. We're going to do a few Tua questions here.
Oh, yes.
All right. The first one is, by the time Tua got sacked last year in the national championship game at the Georgia Dome, till he threw the touchdown pass, how much time elapsed?
14 seconds.
Between the two?
By the time he got sacked to the touchdown.
12 seconds.
25.
20 seconds.
6 seconds.
36.
22.
What'd you say,
25.
Greg?
36 seconds.
35 seconds. Be right. And I known you'd know that.
I'll never forget that.
35
James Asher had
seconds.
in the head of what
I
was
was sitting
watching
there
on
with a
TV.
stopwatch.
Zach, nobody can hear you right now.
I know, nobody cares.
Nobody can hear you right now, Zach. How many passes has he thrown in the fourth quarter?
25.
3.
Wow.
3. How many drives has Tua been on this year?
81.
125.
75.
250.
99.
Wow.
How many of those have resulted in touchdowns?
70.
40.
87.
60.
58.
60.
Only 58.
Yeah.
That's close.
He is the only quarterback in the history of college football, as of right now, to do what? And we're playing worldwide, too. Thank y'all for watching. Efficiency rating is 212. He's thrown for more yards, completions, and touchdowns against interceptions than anyone ever in college football.
Wow.
Ever. Last football question right now, Dusty. Pay close attention. Alabama has lost how many games more than 14 points since Nick Saban has been coach?
Zero.
That is right answer.
Wow.
South Carolina, with what's his name that day, who played like Peyton Manning.
Yeah, Steve
Yeah.
Garcia.
Steve Garcia.
Yeah.
Played like Joe Namath again.
Then he disappeared.
Never forget that game.
Joseph, only you, USA Today. What percentage of all U.S. cars were passenger cars last year?
15.
Melvin. Wrong, know-it-all.
40%.
32%.
Wow.
Because everybody
That's
is
going down now.
Everybody, gas was $2.28 this morning at Jiffy right here, where I guess up.
219 at Raceway.
It was 2:15 at the Mapco now.
I filled up what, a month or two ago, and it was like I like to wait till it gets sky high until that. Oh, yeah.
Apparently.
Help
That
the
way
economy.
that way I drive the Mustang more.
You're not driving it
I
anymore.
don't want to drive it again. Do not want to drive it again. I'm going to the easy questions right now, so y'all stick with me. All right. Clint Eastwood is in a new movie. It comes out this weekend. What is it? What's it about?
He's a drug runner.
He is?
It's a true story about one of the oldest drug runners ever. The guy was, I think, 90 years old when
Oh,
he
my
got caught.
goodness.
He's close to that.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
88.
How old's Clint?
He's only 88.
Oh, that's right, 88.
Remember, Danny worked with his son.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. But here's the real question. What was the last, he's directing this movie too and starred in. What was the last movie that Clint Eastwood directed and starred in?
Trouble with the curve.
Wrong answer, know-it-all.
I like that.
El Camino?
The one about the car.
El Camino.
Not
El Torino.
Gran Torino.
Gran Torino. Joseph, I can't believe you missed that.
Me neither. I thought it was.
Not El Camino.
I always wanted one when I was a kid. You know?
All right, here comes another. All right. History major?
No, don't put me on the
Oh,
spot.
boy.
All right. What language has been brought back to appear in a short 20-minute film called The Poor Men of the Poor? It's 2,000 years after it was first done away with.
Pig lad.
Goat.
Close.
Gaelic.
What'd you say?
Goat.
Aramaic.
The story of the man and the poor is about a man avenging the killing of his prized goat by a city official in 701 BC. Huh? This language was spoken in Mesopotamian,
Say that again, John.
Babylonian.
Babylonian.
Mesopotamia.
Babylonian.
What was that last
Y'all got
word?
that? Babylonian. All right, Jason, you may know
Good
this
morning,
one.
BT.
A Cincinnati man, 35, held a woman ransom for $100. Question is, his bond now is set at
Well,
$200,000.
he's a bright one.
How many times had he been arrested before?
25.
32.
There he is.
Good night.
He's hard to find.
Yeah, he's a winner.
Wow.
54.
Somebody beat him up.
How'd you like him to show up to your house to come take your daughter out?
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who's kind of like our version of Reggie Jackson, is right now is staying at a British mansion while he films Fast and the Furious.
Oh, they're doing another one. I didn't know.
What does he bring along with him
Good
every
gosh.
movie he goes to?
His weight equipment.
Is what? Is what?
His gym.
His gym.
Trainer.
What is the gym called?
Ironside.
Rock bottom.
The Iron Paradise. Todd, with a bod like you got, you'll know the answer to this.
Yeah.
It's a pop-up travel gym, takes hundreds of days to set up. How
My
much
goodness.
weight does it have with it? Pound-wise.
4,000 pounds.
10,000.
I bet he don't work out
You
as
look
hard
like
as
you
Todd.
talk a lot, Bill. How much?
Wow.
First off, I don't work out a lot, but 8,000.
40,000.
Wow.
Wow.
My goodness.
40,000. Okay, here's the easy one. Here's the easy one for you history majors. When was the Siberian unicorn
Oh, yeah, we know all about this one.
It is a woolly mammoth with a horn. It belongs to the class Elamotherhemian Siberia.
Say that 3 times.
13 feet long, 4,400 pounds.
So,
How many years ago did it roam Athens?
15,000.
Yeah, I'd say
Last
20,000.
year.
couldn't be over
We're getting
6.
close.
Well, although 2 hunters saw one in Thatch last weekend.
39,000 years
Wow.
ago.
That's cool.
How do we even know that happened?
Yeah.
What was the biggest flop movie so far of the year?
Flop.
Cost $100 million to produce.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2.
I saw the Traveling Pants 1.
It was a flop, right?
Creed?
Saw that?
I don't know.
You know who played the Traveling Pants guy?
No.
I don't know what his
I don't
name
know
is,
what
but
you're
he
talking
was
about.
the guy in The Patriot. He was the British general.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That.
Somebody said Creed. I don't think that's right.
No, it's too
No,
early.
Creed just came out. Creed 2 just came out. I had a question.
Oh, I know. The Greatest Showman.
No, that's out. That's last year. Jamie Foxx plays Little John.
Oh, Robin
Morning.
Hood.
Robin Hood, right in shot.
Wow.
2 more questions, guys, and I'm going to end with one of the all-time greatest winner-take-all questions today.
Uh-oh.
True story. True story. Here we go. This is the perfect Christmas gift. Now it lets Alexis, it will sing everything that Alexis does. And Alexis.
Alexa.
Yeah, Alexa.
There you go.
It's lip smooth and it sings those tunes in sync. What is it? Y'all have one in your house.
Zack, come on, Brad. Come on. Brad. I figured you had a picture.
They sold
of it.
$100 million worth of them in 1998, the first year it came out. And you can
boy.
get it in Athens at Crackers Barrel.
Furby.
What?
Furby.
Wrong answer, no.
Cabbage patch.
Teddy Ruxpin.
Fish.
Billy the Bass.
Billy
The
the
fat.
Billy, Jason got it. Billy the Singing Bass.
Singing that.
Take me to the river.
Yeah.
Now it will sing, it'll lip sync to Alexa.
That's fine.
I saw that.
We had one. We couldn't
Wow.
find it this morning.
I can't remember who we gave it to.
Didn't I give it to you, Dusty?
You sold it at that yard sale.
Give it to me.
Jamie.
All right. Since we have no real winners today,
Oh, boy.
last question, true story, just happened down in Florida, and I sent Danny Benson this message, and he answered back. He said, we can't even get out in public now, but this happened actually not near him, but down in Miami.
Every good story happens in Florida.
Dana's Beach, Florida, down near Miami. A woman by the name of Shanette Vett Wilson, 37 years old, there she is, was arrested for assaulting and threatening to do aggravated assault, Jason, you don't understand, and deadly weapon with intent to kill
Wow.
in a Dollar General store.
Of course.
What was the reason?
They were out of her coffee.
What was the reason?
Somebody stole her Lay's potato, the last bag
Come
of
on, boys,
Lay's.
come on. Dollar General standing in line,
Someone bumped her in line.
and she told the guy, she pulled out a knife, it's got the name of it here, and says, I will gut you like a fish, to the guy standing behind her. Why did she say that?
Somebody bumped her car.
Charger tag.
He broke wind next to her.
What?
He broke wind.
No. She farted.
Oh.
He complained.
Oh, my God. Jamie.
Pulled the knife on him and said, I will gut you.
She
You got the headline of that, Brad? Said, I will gut you like a fish.
But she's the one who dealt it.
That's right. So now on, you know what people need to start doing?
Oh.
I just happened to have some in my pocket this morning. The next time that happens to you, light a match.
You might catch her on fire.
Light a
Oh,
match.
goodness.
We'll take a break and be right
It's
back.
suicide,
Oh,
wouldn't
silly.
it? Blow yourself up.
Y'all hang on.
Light that match.
Good morning, everyone. 41 degrees out there. It feels quite nice. Warm in here, but that's all right, Dusty. I knew we'd get it. High temperatures today. Thank you, Joseph.
Brand new coffee pot.
We have 40% chance of rain in the forecast with temperatures reaching around 53, 54 degrees today. Rain continued on tomorrow. Now, it's not just rain everywhere today, so it's going to be kind of a hit or miss thing. Tomorrow, 64 for that high, and then Saturday, 68. Keep an eye on the storms over the weekend since the weather is so warm. That causes concern. Sunday, full sunshine, beautiful, 67. Check out SaveWithGloria.com if you are in the housing market. Hometown lenders would love to work with you.
All right, Bill Tribble, principal, Elkmont High School, and Jason Pendergrass. Jason, what's your job up at the school?
I'm school resource officer at Elkmont.
At Elkmont, so you're a
Slash everything else.
Everything else
Yeah.
is needed.
So what all do you do besides protecting everybody?
Well, I'm down at my back for a reason.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Don't let him lie to you.
Whatever they need, huh?
Whatever they need.
So do you
I'm
know
just there.
basically
to-
every kid there? I
Yes,
know
sir.
you do.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Pretty much.
Yeah, he has to develop relationships with kids because that's probably his number one most important job is to develop those relationships where that trust where they will come to him and maybe when they wouldn't come to me or another teacher. So he's a very important has a very important job.
I've been there 8 years. I've been the SRO at Elkmont for 8 years, and I've built a pretty good bond with a lot of the kids. Good relation.
That's a long
I'm
time.
glad they have the
All right, guys,
officers.
we're talking about something going on Monday night. Tickets still available. Tell us, Bill, what it is.
Well, we have Illusionist David and Jenny that's coming out. Start at Elkmont New Gym. It will take place Monday night at 6:30, and it's a fundraiser for Elkmont High School, Elkmont Elementary, and so we're hoping that our community and other members of our community all around will come out and experience the Illusionists. They were on America's Got Talent, and so we think it's going to be a great night. It's really family friendly. So we'll have concessions available, but it kicks off about 6:30 on Monday night.
I got to say, that's one of the first times I've heard of anything like this being put on at a high school.
Yeah.
Well, they've kind of they're going around all over the country, and I think they're at Muscle Shoals High School last week, or they were at Muscle Shoals High School last week. So they're just going around and helping us raise money. We get a percentage of the ticket sales, and then we also run concession, which we get all the concessions. So, and we use this to buy, toiletry items, to buy paper products for our teachers. And so we use this money. It's very important resources
What
that
time
we
does it
use.
start?
Starts at 6:30 p.m.
How much are
What,
tickets?
2 hours?
Tickets are $15 at the door, but you can buy them right now at our school for $10. So
Okay.
if you'll go ahead and purchase them ahead of time, you can get them
You
for
can
$10.
pay to come in
You
that
can.
night.
You can pay to come in that night as well.
That's a great idea.
Why don't we bring back donkey basketball?
No.
When I was at East Limestone, we did, and I think we had about 5 teachers hurt. So,
We were at East Limestone
We
one
were.
night
Yeah.
for donkey basketball, and I was doing about the time, I guess I was at Channel 48 then, this was in the early 90s, and I brought the weathermen over there with me, getting on those things, and then we were at Piney Chapel, the last
Piney
one
Chapel
I
was
remember
the
going.
one I
It was
made.
packed.
yeah.
Oh, but it's so
But I remember
stinky.
Mike Blakely, your Boston sheriff here, he's retired now from riding donkey
He
basketball.
probably, he'd probably
He
get
rode in
on
more
one.
donkey basketball, but that's a dangerous thing.
You can't get them to move half the time, or either they run wide open. So
But that was
there's
that
no
was
in between.
For years, that was
Yeah.
a number one fundraiser
Yeah.
with these people.
Yeah,
So,
people want to see
It
people
was
get hurt.
funny.
How did y'all come up with this idea?
Well, it's just we get a lot of things being in the school about trying to fundraise and make money, and actually Miss Haley James, our assistant principal, saw some literature on them and kind of started exploring, what it would take to bring them to Elkmont, and so it just kind of fell in our lap, and so we're hoping it'll be a big success.
What do y'all serve in your concession stand?
Most important question, right? We candy, Cokes, popcorn, hot dogs. I mean, just a typical basketball concession stand.
Now I tell you, back in the spring and during the start of baseball season, we were up at the ballparks up in there. They cooking those burgers out there.
Yeah.
You smell it all
good.
around, and it was a good thing. So, what else we need to know about Elkmont, Jason?
It's a great community. It's a great school.
Now,
Safe.
Dickie
Safe.
Hoff never comes speeding through town or anything.
Oh
up
no,
there, does he?
never.
No, Dickie. Dickie is a great asset to our community. He still works Friday night football games for us, taking up tickets and with the Lions
Really?
Club.
Do you wear
Yeah,
that goofy looking hat?
he does. He does. But
it.
But like I said, our Lions Club is really involved in our school, and they do a great job supporting our school, and Dickie's a big part of that.
Are the tickets on sale Monday also?
They are. They'll be on sale Monday. We're selling them at lunches for today, Friday, and Monday. Or you can, if you're a parent, or somebody, you can just swing by our office and we'll sell
How
tickets.
often y'all do a
$10, say
fundraiser up there?
$5.
Wow. Well, we do them pretty much, monthly. We'll do something, whether it's having, shaved ice or now that it's gotten cold, we'll have a Friday where we sell, real drinks and real candy and things like that. So
Being the principal up there at a school like that, what is the safety, I'm assuming, is like the number one priority that you have to. What are some of the other things you?
Well, I mean, obviously, first off, we've got a great staff. I mean, it makes my job so much easier when our staff really loves kids, and so that's to me probably the biggest thing I'll say about Elkmont is our staff really loves kids, and so they work hard to serve those kids. But we want to provide them with an education that can go off and do what they want to do, whether it's in technical schools or if they want to go to college. We're trying to prepare them to be ready. One of the biggest things we're hearing right now is kids go to college and they're not ready, and they have to spend all this money on remedial courses that don't count. So we're in our second year of A+ College Ready grant, which is really good.
With the Mazda Toyota coming in,
Right.
which is the official name now, it's not Toyota Mazda, it's Mazda Toyota. Does that have any bearing on high school kids now?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we just introduced a new course. It's an advanced manufacturing course that you can actually be certified through our tech school and walk straight into a plant and work. So it absolutely, I mean, 4,000 jobs, and they're all going to be hands-on, computer generated. So it's
Good paying jobs.
Yeah, and it's fixing to be very much. I have companies come to our school recruiting seniors right now. So it'll be amazing, probably in about 2 years when they officially open, what it's going to be
Thank y'all
like.
for coming up. Great success.
Well, thanks for having us. We
Before y'all
appreciate
get on,
it.
say, also up in Elkmont was where Melvin Duggar lived. I want to run right down there a song that Melvin wrote years ago when we videotaped it and said Rover Records is what Jaybird, when he used to work with, put it together in a music video. It's called Rags to Riches. And if you listen
really
to
good
it,
song.
it is really, really a great song. We'll be back in just a moment. Y'all hang on.
I've been so poor all of my life, everybody knows it's true. You couldn't count all the holes that I've had in my shoes. These old rags I'm wearing are getting mighty old. The devil can have them back, but he can't have my soul. And I'm gonna go from rags to riches when I walk through the pearly gates. I done made my reservations, so I won't be late. I've been so poor all of my life, so I won't hesitate. I'm gonna go from rags to riches when I walk through the pearly gate. Well, this old car I'm a-driving, it's not a Cadillac. And if I was to buy one, I'd have to send it back. I don't have a mansion with a crystal chandelier, but I got a bed at home waiting whenever I'll eat here. And I'm gonna go from rags to riches when I walk through the pearly gate. I done made my reservation, so I won't be late. I've been so poor all of my life, so I won't hesitate. I'm gonna go from rags to riches when I walk through the pearly gate. Well, you can go from rags to riches, but I tell you what you got to do. You gotta give your heart to Jesus and let him take care of you. You can go from rags to riches in a twinkling of an eye and live with him forever in glory by and by. And I'm gonna go from rags to riches when I walk through the pearly gate. I done made my reservation, so I won't be late. I've been so poor all of my life, so I won't hesitate. I'm gonna go from rags to riches when I walk through the pearly gate. Go from rags to riches when I walk through the pearly gate.
Miles, did you write that? back here winding things up on this beautiful, glorious day. Nice socks, Greg.
Thank you.
Now, you call in Feinbaum what, about every day?
No, 2 to 3 times.
Now, you were at the
Week.
funeral today. Tammy of Auburn passed away,
Yeah.
and Feinbaum and Laura Rutledge both were there. What was the funeral like?
Wow.
It was very solemn. It was a very good service. There were 3 speakers who gave the eulogy. There was Will Lowry's a sports guy from Birmingham, and he had done a documentary on her back probably 20 years ago.
Really?
Yes.
She called in that long?
Yes. She called in local sports there. She didn't start calling.
Okay.
She was like the second wave in the Feinbaum radio
Really?
show. And then Paul Feinbaum did a eulogy, and then her minister, who was an Alabama grad. And see, what people don't know about Tammy is that she's the only Auburn fan in her family.
Entire
She
family?
didn't go to Auburn. She was a contrarian by nature. And someone said that she would go to an Auburn game and they could be down by 30 points and she was always positive. Now, there was nothing that she said on the radio that I would agree with,
Right.
but I respected her passion.
Oh, she was
She
wild.
was passionate about
she was
it.
way out there, but when I was home, it was Friday when she passed, and I was just watching the show, and I came back in the living room, and I caught the tail end of the little thing they put up there. And so I Googled it, and she had died that morning.
Then I text you to find
Yeah.
out if I just saw her.
Yeah, and
Well, she was
see,
in a
had,
bad accident.
She had called
obviously.
last year. She hadn't called in a while. When she called, she was very solemn, and she had a daughter that had some kind of legal issues, and
Yeah.
she was trying to get custody of her granddaughter.
Is that the one
and
that
this
died
is
in
the
the
one
accident with her?
that
3-year-old?
died with her. And so, so she called back a few times at the start of
Okay.
the football
So
season.
she hadn't been much on there yet. All right, Joseph, the car season winding down out of
It
here.
is,
Done.
it is over
Toast.
for right now. Yeah, we're looking forward to the springtime. There'll be more shows, more cars and coffee, cruise-ins. I'll tell you, every year there's more and more. I mean, you cannot find a weekend when there's not a car show or a cruise-in.
You go to all. You know what you might
I don't
do?
go to all of them. People think because I go to 1 or 2 a month that I'm at all of them.
You may have to give me a driving course on how
No.
to drive.
I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's meet up at Lindsay Lane on a Saturday morning.
Spin
there's
out in the parking lot
Yeah, and just do
What did you
donuts.
say he didn't know
Don't
how
hit
to use?
nothing. He don't know how to use the
Throttle.
throttle.
I mean, I got out of it and left it in drive. Didn't even think about it.
I bet you've never even put it in sport mode, have you?
No, he has not.
It-
Do you know how to do that? See, she knows.
See, it's up on the panel.
Yeah.
It's easy.
She's never done that.
Well, let's go for a test drive with it. I
He's
won't
not
wreck it.
driving.
I'll
Right
behave.
around
No,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
So
here.
nothing going on.
You're right.
You don't have no life.
No, I mean, there's some stuff going on, but a lot of Toys for Tots things that are happening right now. But anyway, Dusty, you'll give us permission to get up there and do some donuts in the parking
Yeah,
lot.
I
won't you?
guess. As long as you don't hit my
Well,
light
what's happening
pole.
now is this Joe's ain't got nothing going on. What do you got going on?
A lot.
Yeah.
We've got a lot going on down at the lane.
The lane.
We are back in Revelation. We'll be in Revelation chapter 12 this week. And then we're getting ready for our Christmas special on the 16th, our choir and orchestra. And so that's going to be pretty neat. Of course, we always have our Christmas Eve service. They, I heard a statistic the other day that said more lost people attend a Christmas Eve service than even Easter.
I can believe that.
Highly
Mostly they're guilted into going with their
Yeah.
parents.
You talking about the thing that night when it's so packed
Yeah,
you can't even
yeah,
get in?
that's right.
There used to be a
People
problem
come.
with Johnny Lee D's. You couldn't even get in.
I know it keeps growing every year, but
She got you
forward to
everywhere.
that.
Move it!
Yeah.
There's always
You got
room
my
on the
seat.
front
It's
row.
usually a bunch of different churches come together, right? Community service, that one?
No,
No, it's our
Christmas
Christmas
Eve.
Eve service.
Oh, okay,
Christmas
gotcha.
Eve.
We have a candlelight.
More than Easter?
More than Easter.
That's when people hop
More
in
lost
and out.
people, yeah. I didn't
I didn't know that.
think that was true either. But anyway, we're having continue our neighborhood evangelism. That's something I'm excited about. We're still plotting that out in each subdivisions, mapping them out for our people, and then getting group leaders in each one and meeting with the people who are in their subdivision. They go to our church, and so we're going to try to go door to door and win some of our neighbors to the Lord and bring them to church,
All right.
unchurched.
Let's talk about what are you predicting this weekend, Greg?
Alabama wins 38-17.
If Bama should lose, are we still in?
Yes.
No
We're still-
questions.
Yeah, because it's one game. I mean, if you watch anything that they've done this year, they've just been
The strongest.
the best team in the
I
nation.
did admit, what was your score last week in the Auburn game?
About 38-10.
I think I predicted 52-21.
You did not.
He did not.
I said 56-9.
I said 60.
He wanted me to put 64
I was going to say 60. No, I was going to say
64.
63 to
63, and I wouldn't. I was
My
like, I'm not
final score,
posting
though, I
that.
said 49-17.
It was about 30.
Well, that was close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Joseph, now that you can go, it's safe to come out of the closet now, Joseph.
He's an Auburn fan. He's
Jackson wore a Bama shirt to the Auburn game.
all
He's
right.
converted.
I don't know if he is or not.
Come on, Joseph.
He says he's having a good time. It is a good time to be at Bama when
It
they're
is.
winning. He says, you know, it's
Well, that's
easier
been the
to-
last 20 years.
That's true. That's true. So,
Dusty, what's
No,
your
I'm
prediction
kidding.
on the game Saturday?
I believe it's going to be 35-24.
That much? I mean, that little of a... I ain't really
35-24.
thought about what I guess I better go out on a limb right here and do a prediction, too. I don't know.
It's
We'll
gonna be
make who made all our
ridiculous.
extra points last week, the field goal. That was
Yeah.
good. The punter, when he was punting, they asked him, he's had time to read the air pressure on the football. You know,
Took
did you see how
forever.
much time he was taking?
Yeah,
Spinning
he-
around there, he pump air in it.
So what's your prediction, big boy?
I guess I'm going to say probably like, they may score. I'm going to say 45-21.
Okay. We'll see.
Sounds
Their
pretty
problem, Georgia's problem,
Well,
is
Brad says he don't think it'll be that close.
it's going to be a boat race.
What do you think,
Well,
Brad?
they're like last in the league in sacks.
Yeah, they have no pressure. They just don't have an
Good,
answer this
good.
year on defense.
But we've been giving up some garbage touchdowns lately. Is 2 a lock for the Heisman?
Yes.
Yes, he's got to be.
good. I don't
I
know.
hope so.
I mean, who else could get it?
Murray.
Oh,
Murray.
But I don't think he will.
I don't either. But
Don't let Danny Cannell get in on it.
I know it.
He'll be
He
having
plays like he did last week. He's a shoo-in.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, he should already
Murray
be
will probably
shooting.
throw
Yeah.
5 or 6 touchdowns in their playoff with Texas.
I don't know, they got beat
It's
by
hard to
Texas
believe the
last
football
year.
season has already come winding down.
I know
no,
it.
what will we do?
Hard to believe.
We'll talk
Maybe
about
we'll
football until
work.
it comes
Good,
back.
will he have a life?
I tell
Maybe we'll
I
work.
tell somebody
Speaking of
the
a
other day,
life, what life you
I
gonna
said,
have?
if I read the Bible half as much as I read sports
Football
and everything,
stats.
I'd be a biblical scholar.
Really?
I'd
Yeah.
already be I'd be an evangelist.
We
I'd be
all
out
would
there
be.
quoting everybody. Anyway, roll
That's
tide.
scary all
I'm
by
wearing this
itself.
shirt for every week of college football on the last show here. So no, it
Yes,
hasn't
I
been
watch
washed
it.
out.
Yes, it
Stand it up,
has.
I
huh?
don't sweat that much, huh?
If he's standing in the corner.
But I want to say,
It'll walk its way to the washing
Just like,
machine.
just like talking about Tammy and the Feinbaum, Melvin Duggar was part of the country rover, and one of them,
And even Cooper and Company.
yeah, and Cooper and Company,
was.
with those people always. I had somebody at church one day asked
So
Macy's
sincere.
husband,
Yeah.
Percy, said, "Jamie, are those actors?" They were real down to look, Mamie and Melvin, and we
And
certainly going to miss
happy
Melvin.
and
just-
never want for
Ever
wanting
since
for
I've
anything.
met him in the, I guess, late 80s probably, attitude never changed. Always the same. Every time I saw him. First time I went over there, Amy was washing on the front porch with a rear washer. Melvin wrote a song about me, Country Rover Superstar. He was just a
Country road.
unique individual.
Redneck.
We go
Superstar.
Redneck Superstar.
That
Number one
was
fan,
it.
wouldn't
Well, he was. But anyway, Melvin's funeral
gonna
is
be missed.
tomorrow. It's Friday at Spry. Visitation's at 1 o'clock, funeral at 2. But anyway, here's another
We'll see you
look
there.
at the Duggars. And we'll still be playing this as we go. I mean, they're just good folks. And everybody in this part of the country knew them. We'll see y'all later.
Bye-bye.
You can come up with he could come up with one right now.
Yeah, I guess I could scratch my head and probably come up with something out of it.
Sing Gloria Chigger something.
Nah.
I can't believe you don't.
Melvin, hit a few bars of who run
We
over
don't
my.
like, we don't
ran
like
over
those
that
chiggers. They feel like they keep getting bigger and bigger. And I don't know. It's
Y'all are
just
too funny.
She don't know a lot to do, man. If she'd ever got a chigger, she'd probably die.
ah.
You should have come when you went blackberry picking.
That's where you get the jiggers.
You've been a whole lot of
know.
scratching going on. Inching for my baby and I don't know where to scratch. I'm keeping both hands busy. I'm a one-man wrestling match. How I missed that first week
Oh, I
kissing the
remember the
poison
words.
ivy patch. Inching for my baby and I don't know where to scratch.
I like the line one-man wrestling match. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm itching again. It's just contagious out
Baby,
here.
I'll get them chiggers off of you tonight.
Yeah, huh?
Let's see, I'll not forget the time we met was love right from the start.
Aw.
I took her strolling through the woods and there she won my heart. I carved her name up on a tree, a tall and friendly pine. But little did I dream it held this poison ivy vine. Now I'm itching for my baby and I don't know where to scratch. Keeping both hands busy, I'm a one-man wrestling match. How I miss them first sweet kiss and the poison
Come on,
ivy
Mamie, sing it.
patch. Itching for my baby and I don't know where to scratch.
I know where to scratch.
Maybe you ever get tired of him singing those love songs to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do? That is too funny.
I ride the bicycle too.
What's the problem?
You just said that. Now I've got 3 bites so far. Off's not working. Please spray me, please.
I need a little bit on my legs.
You need some too?
Let me get Cassie first. On my legs.
Are you people that's not used to living out here?
That's good.
I am. It doesn't bother me. I haven't got bit.
I get bit on my
Well,
legs.
Melvin's
You know, I'm a
riding.
big-time bicycle rider, did you? Yes.
You don't do tricks, do you,
Oh,
Melvin?
now sometime I ride it backwards.
You do what?
Ride it backwards? You ever rode a bicycle backwards? Let me see if I can get on it. I got to turn around. Hey, there's not very many people that's coordinated to go backwards.
You're going to ride it backwards.
Marlo, look at this.
Hey, you know, you can ride it frontards or backwards.
You can ride it what?
If you ride it backwards, you have room for
You can ride
anybody.
it frontards or backwards?
Yeah. Woo. There we go.
Hard to see where you're going in it, Melvin.
It's hard to coordinate yourself too. You know, you have to be coordinated to do this. And then you put your brakes on.
So you can ride it frontards or backwards?
Yeah, I've been riding a bike all my life. It's good exercise. This is what I recommend for anybody that's aging.
Y'all did any home
that's what
improvement
we're
since
up
we was here last time?
We've been trying to paint. She's painted quite a bit, and I've been painting on the truck. I was trying to make my big getaway, you know.
Yeah.
But she won't let me go.
No, tell him to go.
Well, she keeps saying that I can, but I keep coming back myself. You know.
All right.
I wrote a song one time called Can't Say No to Your Love.
Yeah.
And that's just about true for everybody that falls in love. They can't say no. They're in it.
How's that go? You remember
Can't say no to your love. You're the one that I'm dreaming of. Being here tonight, this feeling is so right. I can't say no to your love. And then it goes like that.
What's your